So this movie was overwhelmingly fine, kind of boring at times, not terrible throughout except for one particular aspect. But let's start off with everything that the movie did right first off. And while though I can't say that I really loved this movie, it did do some aspects well. First off, what makes this movie watchable would be the main dynamic between the main character and his best friend. Their performances are solid enough to carry the movie to its conclusion, and the writing dynamic between them is certainly very watchable and engaging to begin with. And although that is a positive aspect about the movie, it never reaches anything above the word fine, which is how I feel about a lot of other aspects to this movie. The overall look and direction to this movie is just kind of basic, not terrible, but not offensive either. It's not poorly directed or anything, it's just really underwhelming to be perfectly honest. All the performances in this movie were fine, and characters are somewhat developed enough to make you interested to what happens. Another more negative aspect about this movie would be the actual music and how it's included in the movie, and it just kind of feels sappy most of the time. The way that they use it throughout certain pivotal scenes and character deaths just gets really old really quickly and a lot less impactful, and in all honesty I thought some of these scenes would do better without it. The actual writing for the main story and consequences of events is pretty predictable and stereotypical. I'm going to get into spoiler territory, so if you don't want to be spoiled for this movie then skip ahead. I found the reveal in this movie to be incredibly predictable at the very beginning of the movie. When the general said good luck song, I could definitely tell, okay, this is his kid and he wants him to win. So near the end of the movie, the guy reveals that he's a plant by the government put in to win the race. They say that he's basically just of stronger build and physicality, hence why they think he's gonna win or something like that. And at some point he just gets so tired of it that he basically self-deletes. And what I mean by that is that he just stops walking and make the officers delete him. And all I could think is if they really wanted him to win, they would just delete the other two characters and basically say he won, or get another plan in and basically just say that. Oh well, I guess there is the fact of candid camera, but then again they could just kind of cut up the footage a little bit or manipulate it in such a way to begin with. I don't know, the way they handled this reveal and the fact that it didn't really have any other impact on the main story and characters just felt kind of sloppy and lazy in my opinion. This movie definitely tries to get you to think a lot about other aspects of culture and government control and everything like that, but at times it honestly feels just kind of preachy to be perfectly honest. And the ending to this movie absolutely sucked and made the entire movie feel completely pointless. So basically the main character's best friend stops walking when there are the only two left and he gets his warning, but the main character convinces him to keep walking. And then as he's continuing walking, the main character just stops and decides to self-delete. And then at the end of the movie, when the main character's best friend gets his wish, he basically wishes for what the main character wanted, even though they were arguing throughout the entire film that he shouldn't have wanted that and should have used the wish for something else and should have survived to stay with his mom. But the main character's best friend basically wishes for a weapon and he deletes the general and basically just continues on walking, and I assume he just basically screwed up everything for himself. So it really just makes it feel like the entire movie is just pointless to be perfectly honest. Now at the end of the day, except for the ending, this movie is just kind of basic. It's very Hunger Games, that's hence why the director of the Hunger Games actually made this movie. If you're a fan of Stephen King and you want to watch this movie, then by all means go for it. But as for me, I'm definitely never going to watch this movie again, and if you want to check it out, go ahead. This one gets a 5 out of 10. I'm going to forget about it real soon.